Hi there, my name's Aaron Short and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I'm going to do a bit of discussion about music and YouTube. I've been meaning to do a few kind of more discussion. I like my channel to be the demos, the performances, and also some lessons and discussion about the music industry and music, the way we approach it and think about it. Now, first of all, before I do anything, I'm not here to preach or say I know anything about anything. I love YouTube as an outlet to voice opinions and experiences out to the World Wide Web. That's why I made this little setup here, so I can easily do it in a quick and efficient way without spending hours setting up different cameras and things. And I hope to upgrade my equipment one day, but I love the simplicity of this rig for now. So just recently there's been a big talk about copyright on YouTube and videos being taken down, and also the way that bleeds into creativity. So there was a video last week or a few days ago by Paul Davids, who does a lot of excellent guitar tuition. He was saying that the minute he played a D sus2 chord, John Mayer's label would take it down and say, "That stopped this train. You can't have it. We're taking the whole thing down." Or he'd play an E minor 7 and they'd say, "That's Wonderwall, take it down." I don't know, they didn't say that, but that kind of thing, right? Well, how do I feel about that? My opinion right now, as of right now, I think is that as someone who's written songs, and hopefully will write songs again, that's where I'm leading to, but as a songwriter, yeah, we don't want our songs used without being paid. I feel if you perform a song and teach how to play the song and your whole video is based around that song, that the majority, if not all of that money should go to the songwriter and label. I do not feel that they should take the video down from YouTube. I think that's very counterproductive. And you know, the kids of today are going to end up not knowing who these older bands are. Like when I was a kid, my teachers would play me Tom Waits and the Beatles, and I'd be like, wow, this has opened a whole new thing to me. And of course, kids now won't get that because how do kids know what the old music? I keep saying old. The older music. How do they know about that stuff without the parents or the social media featuring it? So I think that's going to change. This is all very new, isn't it? Very current topic right now with copyright. Now that led on to a discussion by Pete Thorne, where he said, well, the answer is to write your own songs. Now this is something I feel that that has been missing. A lot of gear demos, a lot of videos on YouTube are covers. Now, as a person that performs covers for a living right now, I can't say I have an issue with that. But certainly the culture right now does seem around covers, doesn't it? I mean, when did you last hear a great original song? Not saying they're not out there, but I grew up in the 90s where every week on the radio, turned on every week for the top 40. Great song, great song, great song, cool song, like bam, 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 bam. I don't get that anymore. Now, part of that is my age, but part of that is this thing here, the internet. Look what it's given us, this amazing opportunity to voice our opinions on music. And look what it's taken away. It's taken away the directness of like a radio saying, listen to this song right now, focus on this song, nothing else. No, we click through. Everything's very disposable, and instant gratification. So there is definitely a need for more original music, and the main point of this video really that both of these things have kind of been said around a time where I personally am feeling very kind of overwhelmed and fed up with the whole gear thing. Now, I recently went through all my gear and decided, right, what do I actually need to work and make these videos? You'll see the guitars behind me, like I need those guitars. I need certain cables. I need a PA. As someone that performs in the band occasionally, I don't really need an amp. I can go into the PA. So I really went through everything, and I've sold a lot of stuff. Not for financial reasons, of course. It's nice to free up the money, but I found over the last few years, as musicians. I mean, do you feel like this? Please tell me in the comments. But everything's very driven towards buying gear and the gear that we use. And personally, for me, that's at the expense of creativity. Obviously, this is getting quite deep now, isn't it? Again, I'm not saying I know everything. And you may be buying lots of gear and creating awesome music. more power to you. But for me, the thing about me is I've been very guilty of, oh, my guitar didn't sound good at that gig last night, because I'm gigging all the time, right? So the gig didn't go well. Okay, buy another guitar. You know, it's so easy now. Sweetwater, I can text the agent, you know, got any good acoustic guitars? Yeah, buddy, there's a really great mark. Okay, I'll take it. Charges my credit card. Boom, done. Very dangerous. You end up with like 20 guitars. One time I had a closet full of guitars and cases, and I wouldn't even play them because there's so many of them. So again, I want to keep pointing out, this is not a revelation. Well, not yet anyway. Not like a revelation, not telling you to go out and sell all your gear. But I do believe all these things are related. Let's face it, some of our favorite music channels on YouTube are there to make money. Of course, we all need to pay the bills, right? We all do. But a lot of the companies that we watch, of course, videos are kind of disguised as, hey man, check out this guitar and compared to this guitar. Of course, the aim of the video is to sell you something and then give you a link to buy it directly with your credit card. Bought, done. Oh, don't worry, you can send it back if you don't like it, and you get it. You spend time comparing it, and I know comparing equipment is very dangerous too, because there is no ideal piece of equipment. You're looking for perfection, you won't find it. They're like, this is good for this, not for this. This is good for this, not for this. This is good. You have to choose tools for the job, and you have to choose really, what is the best tool for the job and offers the most convenience. It's the whole thing about amps and modelers. Well, I do love a real amp, partly because of, again, my age and coming from having amps in bands. But then you've got the amp stand, the case, all these things for that. And then you still got to go to the gig. When if you own a PA like me, why do I need the amp? Just plug into the PA, right? Again, you might need the amp, you might not. I didn't. So what I'm trying to do right now basically is cut back everything that I don't need to create space and time. That's the other thing with this whole thing, isn't it? Time. Space and time to be more creative. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen, but as I'm airing this on YouTube now, my life on YouTube, you'll see. I hope it does. But there's definitely, the reason I'm posting this video, very interesting to me, that these guys started saying this stuff a few weeks after I'd started selling all my stuff and feeling the same way. So it can't just be me. There must be a lot of this now. And even in the past few months, I've had conversations with people about, yeah, but where's the music? Everyone's discussing the inputs, the outputs, the frequencies, where's the person playing the original song? And the occasion you get someone just sitting there playing a great song on a guitar, and it's so, isn't it like really refreshing? And I bet they don't care about the gear. Again, some people do. Some people need gear to create certain styles of music. But as someone that likes to play songs, I don't need to be spending all day looking at gear. I need a good acoustic guitar and a tape recorder and an iPhone dictation recorder to write a song. So I wonder, I'm just wondering, like, what's going to happen with the YouTube copyright, the creativity thing. I wonder what's going to happen, and I wonder how linked they are. And, it's not like the internet's going to go away and we'll be left with people writing on tape recorders again. I mean, maybe, right? But I wonder if people will start to get back to songwriting again, the way that I'm thinking about. I want to get back to songwriting. I've just had no time or space. Once I've finished a gig late at night and got home, and then I'm fixated on my phone and my computer, I've just got no time. And there was a great video by Amy Nolte Music where she was saying someone contacted her and said, I spend all day looking at the videos to learn techniques and don't have time to learn anything. And a really interesting thing that happened to me is that I hired a teacher to get me through a gig at the start of the year. And I found that having a teacher really helped me focus on like one thing, because they'll say, right, you need to learn this song by next week. And you're just all you're thinking about. So I practiced that song and I really worked on just that song. The problem with YouTube, as much as I absolutely adore YouTube, oh, there's a lesson on the song. Oh, that's not right. There's one there. There's one. Oh, then there's a link to another style. Oh, I'll click on that, and then I'll click on that. So you end up just not doing anything. There's no plan. There's just clicking, and then something comes up with a guitar. Oh, that guitar looks nice. Oh, I'm going to buy it, and then you wait for it to come in the mail, and then you audition it, compare it all day, and then you return it. So you box it up and you send it back, and you lose money on sending it back, and then you buy something else, and then it's just this whole chain of reaction. And then I found I just came right back to where I was. The one thing I am missing is songs. I don't have any new songs, even cover songs. I need to learn more cover songs. I need to practice more. I'd love to do some videos on, practicing techniques for people like me that do a lot of solo acoustic work. I'd love to start doing like bending and stuff on electric guitar, how I would approach it, how you could approach it, like almost like electric guitar for acoustic players. More lessons, more ideas. But the one thing that we really need is to take more time to experience life and be creative, find reasons to be creative, right? Like I used to go for long walks, and before the iPhone and before decent headphones, I would just walk and think. Now I'm always connected all the time. So my plan right now is to downsize everything I don't need. I'll still be reviewing gear, don't get me wrong. I've got people sending me some things to review, and if I don't like them, I send them back. If I do like them, I will review them. I do enjoy it, but I refuse to kind of keep spending my own money on doing that. I want to do more songs, I want to do more collaborations, and I want to do more kind of lesson type stuff. So I don't want this video to be too long, but that's how I'm thinking lately. Are you thinking like this? Am I crazy? Do you agree? Do you not agree? That's my thought for today. What is today? Oh, it's Monday. Yeah, Monday's a good day to do thoughts, I think. Thoughts and like Monday morning thoughts. So this is the first one. I went straight in the deep end. What do you think? If you like it, if you want to hear more of my thoughts and see more of my playing, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the subscribers so far. I'm really enjoying this. This platform's awesome. And maybe you should be spending less time on forums and looking at gear to buy. And maybe you could make a channel like this with just a webcam and a good microphone. And again, whether it's talking about music, playing music, even just playing something you're working on each week to get some feedback from people. Maybe this is the best part of the internet. I don't know. So stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.